Welcome back to the channel, and today we are finally in F1 Management 25. Finally, it has come out finally, and yeah, we're gonna be starting off our series here, where we're gonna be once again running our own team, or we can run our own team. Well, I think for the glory of this, we're gonna be running our own. We're gonna be just running our own team like usual. Don't forget, last game we didn't get far at all. Like the best we did was probably like eighth in the constructors. Like it was pretty hard that game. But also I didn't know anything about that game. But yeah, let's go into creating stuff. I'm gonna do a series probably like once a day. I know that sounds outrageous. That's gonna take up like most of my schedule. But to be fair, we are starting the weekend, so yes, I know that's pretty outrageous. I don't even know how I'm gonna do the series because I think there's a lot more on the management side in this game. So I don't think we can just do four races an episode. That sounds kind of crazy. So this episode we're probably gonna do mostly management and like one race. But first we gotta set everything up. So here's F1 2025, which is obviously the season that's going on right now and the season that we'll be starting in first because that just makes all this sense. That just makes complete sense. And let's click in. Of course, the calendar is the normal calendar that we have here. Quite obvious. 24 rounds. Here's the teams and everything, which we need to set up our team name. So last time we didn't get to use it very much. We're just gonna, do our normal team. So it'll be the return of George Borge Racing. You guys seem to like it last time. We didn't get too far with it, so we're gonna try to continue the legacy. And new things that we have for this year. Also, I know, I'm sorry, we only did one preview video. And honestly, I just kind of forgot because at that time, that's when I started not to really upload too much. Not that my schedule is great now, anyways, but hey, there's gonna be a video coming. There was a video yesterday. Yeah, there was a video like yesterday-ish or something like that. Or when Thursday, Tuesday, or Friday. I can't even call the name. But yeah, first thing, I haven't seen like half the stuff, so the race calendar lineup, competition information. Oh, R&D chart. We'll get to that. Let's go to the rule set, which is our money 10K. That's what we start with. Are you kidding me? Settings, edit regulation change, so you can do that. And edit R&D chart, which we're not going to be doing because that's kind of cheating, not going to lie. Actually, while everything is ready to go in the R&D chart, we are starting from the bottom. So it'll be Red Bull, McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, Williams, RB, Haas, Aston Martin, Sauber. And let's put our team there. Well, we can't even do that. But here's the driver market, which is new, so it sees us drivers that we can scout. I want to mostly go for a senior driver and a junior driver. I think last time I picked like Teo Porcher, which is not available here. Teo Porcher and Bottas, I think I picked last time. So I'm gonna try not to go for those this time. None of them are available. They probably listen to me. But I want to pick someone who I don't really think is gonna get a seat. Limblad, I don't want to leave him in there because I'm gonna create transfers and stuff. Same with probably Dunn. So I might potentially pick Beganovic. Hmm. I can't pick. Oh, it's just like driver market here, but there's not really any old drivers. Well, maybe I should just pick two rookies, which doesn't make much sense, honestly. But anyways, I'll come to a conclusion eventually. Or I know this one's a bit hey nay, but I've decided. Are you kidding me? I've decided to sign Felipe Dragovic. I know that sounds outlandish because it is. I honestly, my first choice was thinking of bringing back Vettel, but even in real life and in the game, you can't possibly do that because Bortoleto already has his number, so you can't possibly do that. I thought of writing in, but I was like, all of you are gonna bring, tons of drivers back. So let's bring a driver in that should have been in ever since. So yeah, we have Dragovic signed. Let's sign his contract, which we just do that by going in to About Me and putting contract with GB Racing until let's give him until let's give him until the season. We had the country, Brazil, boom, and the other driver that I am signing is none other than Dino Beganovic. I like how he is an F2, and also I just want to leave out everyone else because I think Beganovic is gonna have to wait a while for a seat anyways. So I think it'd be more interesting to sign him. Of course, he's a Ferrari driver, but I'll say we approach Ferrari with the 10,000 that we have into signing him. So this game, I don't think it has upgrades or anything like that. I know we're technically signing two rookies, but hey, hopefully Dragovic has a bit more experience because, you know what, I just think it's just cool to sign him. I think he's a Swedish driver, I'm pretty sure. So let's scroll all the way down to Sweden. And now we have our driver lineup, our 22 cars on the grid. And yeah, we're about ready to go, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we're last in the R&D chart. No big surprise. I wonder what they did with qualifying. I heard that it's kind of random now. Okay, it's work. Sorry it took so long. I had to, I had to increase the grid size and everything because it wouldn't work. I forgot I had to increase the grid size. But yeah, let's look at our result. So we have Max on pole, Lando 2-3 for McLaren, Russell for Tsunoda 6. Of course, this has nothing to do with real life performances. Where Tsunoda getting 6. Not gonna happen. And oh, P17 and 22, of course, Beganovic, 22nd. Well, freaking Djokovic, don't forget, he's still technically a rookie. He's still a rookie. He almost made it to Q2. He almost made it to Q2. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention, this has Colapinto at Alpine from the start, so yeah, Jack Doohan is not going to be in the series, I don't think, unless someone else signs him. Because I'm surely probably not going to sign him. Oh, yeah, we have Hydra and Lawson down here. Unfortunate for the Racing Bulls. Surprising to see them down here. Bortoleto, P21. Kind of expected, for his sake. Actually, I think we can choose strategy. That might be new. Yeah, we can choose strategy. I forgot we can choose strategy, which will depend on our result. So it's not going to show the other strategy for some reason. And why does the button not work? Oh, I don't know why it doesn't work. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so the first race is done. Ooh, Verstappen wins. Orlando second, Oscar third, Russell's going to be fourth, Leclerc fifth, Hamilton sixth. Ferrari actually doing great here. Williams, they get 2 points. Where do we finish? Oh, 16th and 20th. That's a pretty good result for our debut. I remember last series on our debut, we were like dead last. So I don't know. I feel like last time it was a bit hard to get forward. Well, it kind of was. It kind of wasn't. Don't worry, we'll probably have a no our luck. We'll probably have a SmackDown of reality the next race. By the way, detailed view shows the pit stops. Wait, what? Did Antonelli not? That has to be bugged. Did he not put on any tires? By the way, the first one is the one that you started on. What it says stops, that means you started on. So most people did like a. Oh wow, the whole like top side of the grid did like a two stop, a one stop, and yeah, people here. Some people tried the one stop. We tried the one. No, we did a two stop for both of ours. We have 16th and 20th. Pretty good so far. None of our rivals scored. I remember, if you remember Sauber from last series, they would score all their points in round one, and we would have to usually try to catch up to them. But that doesn't seem to be happening this time. And that puts us tied for 10th in the championship. Well, tied for 8th, 7th technically. So hey, we're not last. We're still not last anyways, because we beat RB, because they had a horrible race. To be fair, they both have rookies. Well, they have a rookie and Lawson, but Lawson's technically a rookie. But yeah, we haven't done too bad. Honestly, I'm so tempted to do another race. I'm so tempted. I'm just like incredibly tempted to do another race. Well, I think we're gonna leave that here for our first episode. I was trying to make the episodes spicy because that was the main complaint from the last series, that the episodes were not didn't have anything much to them. But I'll try to add something to them. Next, but we're gonna have something to it because next episode we're gonna have a sprint, which I don't think we've ever had. I don't think we had in the last year. I don't think we had sprints. So sprints is gonna make the next episode very nice, very lovely. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys.